Yo guys, I kind of wanted to do another informative video on the second part to my Vantage Masters kind of series. So as you see here, I have all the Vantage Master cards in the game. So that means I've already gotten the trophy and I've beaten every single character in the game. So we're gonna go kind of review and what we need to do to get this trophy. So in order to get this trophy, you do need to beat every single character in the game to get every single card. There's only around 3 cards you can buy in the game from your vendors. And you can only buy 3 of the regular and 1 of the masters, so it's pretty easy. So we'll go real quick over some of the cards and what they do. For master, you really want to start off with fighter and just use fighter until you get knight over here. I know I called them some other things, but use the knight until you get swordsman. Swordsman is the best, in my opinion, the best master in this game, as it has 3 attack, 27 defense, and he starts off with 4 orbs. His ability is kind of not great. It can be useful in certain situations against low enemies, but what makes him good is every time he gets a kill, he gets 1 attack. So there's also the witch, which is also very cool in the game. You get 2 and 24. I believe her ability is to draw 1 card, and she starts out with 5 orbs, which is huge, guys. Like, that's huge. There'll be some characters in the game, like you can't get the ogre or you can't get the alchemist. The ogre is easily the most powerful card in the game. It lets you draw 1 card. Is 40 fucking defense, like 4 attack off the bat, which is ridiculous. And the alchemist is really stupid. It starts off with 5 orbs, and has like 27 defense, 2 attack, and its ability is it creates a crystal every single turn if you use it. So other than that, you really only want to use fighter, knight, swordsman, or if your playstyle is you want to do heavy rush with high power cards, you can use the witch. So these are your spell cards. So typically I use Crystal. Crystal is a great overall card. It grants you 1 orb and 1 attack and defense to whatever card you use, which is great. Typically I don't like using these ones because I forget which ones do which. I believe one of these does a shield. This one binds a card for 1 turn for 1 turn, which is kind of cool if you're using a stalling deck. I typically don't like using those, but this one is the one you want to use the most. It increases a card's attack by 2, so it's great. And I believe this one heals you as well too. It's not that great. So typically, this one is a very good card, a very 1 orb card. Anyone adjacent to it, like I've showed before, gets automatically protected and they can't be attacked. So it's pretty good. Typically, I don't use this. For archers, I don't really care for the ground archer because it's 2 and 2 for 3 orbs. Not great. I don't really use the totem either. It's not that great. I use this though. What this does is everyone in your row gets 1 extra HP, so it's great. And plus it's 6 and 8. So water, definitely use this card. Every time it gets destroyed, you get 1 card into your hand, so it's great. You can't lose with this card. I believe this one just heals or something. Useless. This one binds, so it's good for a stall deck. This is just an archer. It's up to you, but I prefer not to use the fire archer. And this is just a really cool guy with 5 attack, 7 defense, but he is a 7 orb cost. I don't typically use him though. I don't use pretty much any of these fire ones other than this bad boy over here. He's a 3 and 3 for 4 cost. Great. I use this. It's a 6 and 5 for 6 orbs, but whenever it gets a kill, it gets +1 attack, so it's great. I don't really use the Falcon too much because as one of the few flying cards in the game, it can go over enemies. Though I don't use this at all. Trash. Some people might in the game use this. It's really trash. You pay orbs to do damage to a row. It's not that great. I don't use the double heroes either, even though it is a flying class, and this is a flying class as well too. 1 and 5. So when this card gets destroyed, you get to draw 1 card. So it's pretty much an end game of the water one. Not great. And this is just a cooler archer with more HP, so 3 and 6. So I prefer to use, if anything, archer is this dude. I mean, not that this dude. So right there, that was kind of an overview of Vantage Masters from my point of the game, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.